Afghans. Hope the connection is good enough and that you can see me and hear me. So, if you can hear me and see me, please let me know that in the chat because I'm not using my usual gear. So, yes. So, I'll briefly update you on my absence, where and how I am now, and yes, what you can expect to see on this channel from now on, given the certain changes we had to experience here in my country. As always, I'll try to be close to the point. And while I'll be talking my part, you are welcome to share your opinions, to share your comments, to ask any questions you might have for me, so that I could address them straight away, right after my part, right after my speech. So, firstly, let me address like the biggest elephant in the room and talk a little bit about that, because you cannot ignore war. And this is actually what happened. The war has broken out in my country of Ukraine, something nobody thought could happen in a modern world. Like, I certainly didn't believe it, even though all of us had signs of the coming war. Now, I know that some of you were truly concerned about my well-being, and you probably don't understand how much your kind comments and your kind words and messages meant to me. And thank you, all of you who wrote to me in personal messages and here on the channel. And in the first days of war, when I heard bombing and explosions like right behind my window, and I didn't know what to do actually, and your kind words were strongly needed. Thank you. And as of today, I'm safe. I had to leave my city, but I'm still inside the country and I'm not planning to leave. I don't have any current plans of leaving, but this is how things are right now. At least things change rapidly, and I gave up on planning for more than, one day. And this is for a huge fan of planning, how huge this sacrifice is. And of course, this is the smallest among all the rest. And I consider myself to be lucky, and definitely not like my co-workers and contractors in other cities in Kharkiv, not like my colleagues and my friends in Mariupol, with whom I have now no means of connection, and I haven't spoken to them for 12 days now, because their cities, the city of Mariupol has been taken over, and I don't have any means of connection with my friends. I'm not sure. I don't know whether they are alive or what. And people from Kharkiv, they have lost their homes under bombs, and their beautiful, modern, European-like cities were partially destroyed. And actually, this war is unbelievable. It's horrid and it's shameful. And it has to stop. I won't be talking much about this on my channel because I understand that this is not what you expect to hear from me on this channel, and subscribed for better reasons. My city has not yet been damaged, and we had only a few vital infrastructure objects blown up as of today. But the tension grows, and for the sake of my children, I had to relocate to the countryside, where I think it's a little safer, but you never know. So this is a kind of a prologue to what will happen on the channel from now on. So as you might suspect, I didn't have neither time nor strength to actually attend to my channel, because all of our world has been turned upside down, and death, destruction. So not everybody was as lucky as myself. Now, how all of this will affect my channel, now that we are 14 days into war, I started to breathe again only now, and I kind of started to revive my faith and hope, and I'll try to work while I can and while there is internet connection, because there is a possibility of a shutdown. So while I have an internet connection and all the means of communication, I'll be there. And yes, I'm bent with my children who need extra attention. So I'm not much of a helper in this world, unfortunately, but I can share with you those little pieces of sanity I still have and the news from the industry, which, despite all the madness, keep coming in. And some are worth your attention because, like I mentioned, this is probably what you subscribed for. And as you might know, this war has not only affected Ukraine. Obviously, Ukraine is the largest country in Europe. It could not be local, but a lot of people throughout the world were affected as well. And as you might or might not have heard, many companies and platforms cease working in Russia and Belarus. And platforms like Upwork also have made certain arrangements to that. And there are some changes that I would like to share with you if I get a chance, and also share my opinion on that and share some comments on that. The thing is, I don't have my studio anymore, my home office, my perfect setup, beautiful clothes, I don't know, beloved home. I had to leave all of my possessions. We are renting a tiny apartment for a monstrous price in the countryside, and I'm not sure about the quality or attractiveness of the videos I'm about to film. So as you might see, this is the apartment we are renting. So most probably those would be live streams, but we'll see about that, because as I mentioned, things tend to change rapidly and unexpectedly, and I have literally zero control over the global disaster. I do have a couple of videos pre-filmed that just need to be edited, and I surely like to share them with you. However, I must confess, they do look like something weird to people in war like myself. For me, currently, it's nothing that I did or I'm doing right now matters. The entire life doesn't matter, because someone might decide to turn my world upside down and the world of millions of other people. It's a weird feeling, but if my advice can still help you, I'd be willing to share it on the industry news. My position is I'll continue bringing value while I can. I do realize it might not be for long, or it might be of little use or value or importance in a new post-war world. However, I'd like to contribute in whatever field I can, preparing for the worst, hoping for the best, and doing my part in all of this. You can do too. There are multiple ways to help. There are proven resources and methods how you can contribute your part to the peacemaking process. Your prayers, if you're a believer, are appreciated too. This is probably it in a nutshell. And yes, I'm planning to share the industry news for you if I get a chance. I'm planning to go leave whenever I can, because in my current situation, it's easier than the entire filming process and editing process, now that I don't have any posh equipment that I had and posh setup. And I'll continue to bring value while I can. This is my position. And you should understand that with a huge market closing, because I understand that not everybody is at war. So now you might not be even concerned about our well-being. I do understand that as well. So with a huge market closing, there are possibilities for other markets to rise, evolve. And this relates to you personally, if you plan to build your IT business online. And I'd be willing to help you with that, because I'm not sure what will happen to my business. I have had part of my team working in Ukraine, and part of my team working remotely throughout the world. So that part of my team who works remotely, they weren't affected. So for their sake, I should continue working as well. Salaries must be paid, invoices must be sent to the customers. So all of this stuff we have to operate, and I have to operate as well. So yes, I will continue work while I can now after 2 weeks of war. I do have connection. I have moved to a safer place. So yes, you can expect the same type of content you have subscribed for. And now, if you have any questions that I'm able to address, please throw them at me. And yes, I'll be happy to answer. Let me switch to the studio where I probably, sorry for the lighting, I can see that you probably see me in a weird way, but okay. More power to you. Hope this war ends soon. Stay safe. Thank you. Thank you for your wishes. I have like zero hope that it will end soon, but yeah, hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. You're welcome to throw your questions, whatever questions you have, in the comments after this live stream is over, because I'm not really sure if I organized this live stream correctly and if you will be able to see the questions after the live stream is over. So I have lost my skill by now, I think. Okay, so thank you again for watching, and thank you for your support. If you will be watching this live stream in the recording later on, I do understand that you will have the opportunity to ask me something later. So please, you're welcome to do that. Thank you again for your support, and I hope to see you soon. Yeah, bye.